Hey guys, it's time for Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I'm Nye, and Base is with me.
Hooray!
Okay, so we got Edie last time. Apparently Base has never played with Edie. This is Edie.
I haven't.
Edie
I've seen Edie. I never repaired Edie last time.
Edie
Whenever I
was
played through.
right there. And Edie's nice because Edie gives you a compass upgrade. So for instance, I can't remember what it's comparable to. Having Edie gives you a compass upgrade that's comparable to having a perception of like 9 or 10. Maybe even bigger than that.
Oh, nice. So you can see enemies and creatures on the...
Yeah, way away from me. Which is nice because you should actually probably see my stats. Let's see. So these are my stats. So my perception is only like 4 plus 1.
Yeah.
So I'm not using a stat build that would normally allow me to see that far away.
What is your stat build? I see you have a lot of int. You must be going...
I'm trying to get as many skills as possible fast. Actually, skills. Like right now, we're focusing on repair and science, which are above and beyond more than anything else. Speech as well, because I want to be able to talk my way out of anything.
Very nice.
We're going to be going for a long-range attacker build here.
I can see that using the... that is the cowboy repeater, right?
No, I'm not there yet. This is the varmint rifle. The cowboy... I kind of just started recently. So we're not to the point where a cowboy repeater is available. It will be available pretty soon, though.
Must have been longer than I thought. Very cool, though. Varmint rifle is a fine weapon, though. I used one for a very long time because I put a silencer and a scope on it.
Well, we're going to be getting the Rat Slayer. So, do you remember that weapon?
Yes, I do.
Rat Slayer, folks, is a legendary, well, it's a named varmint rifle variant that comes with the built-in scope, built-in larger magazine size, built-in silencer. The scope also naturally comes with night vision, which is what makes it unique. It also has a lot higher damage than the standard varmint rifle. It also comes at a very decent time in the game, where it's not completely outclassed. Okay, where's this guy? I see him. So as you can see, I can't even visually see the guy that my... is he up there? I am completely unable to visually... There he is. So this guy, way out here, is the one that my compass is detecting.
Very nice.
If you look, that's how far away he is. I can't... I can barely even visually see him with no scope right now. That's why I run Edie as much as possible, because Edie gives you that ability. You will know exactly when there's any enemy that could do anything to you. Oh, never mind, this is a shotgun. What am I doing? Hold on.
I didn't think that was a varmint rifle.
Well,
I'm glad I'm not
No,
entirely...
it's not you. That was me. Apparently, I left that shotgun equipped earlier. That is the single shotgun.
Also confused why your varmint rifle appeared not to have an iron sight.
There's my varmint rifle.
There we go.
And as you can see, Edie is actually attacking this guy. Edie has a laser that it uses. Whoa, 18% chance. Yeah, we're gonna keep just using iron sights on this guy. Oh, and he had a critical, what's it called? Critical morale failure, I believe is the term they use.
That's what torso can do. They'll run away if you crit their torso.
Oh, is that what torso does? Okay. I remember the rest of the head is it blinds them to some extent.
Yeah, head reduces their accuracy.
So does arm. You can shoot it out of their hands, but I try not to do that because it makes the gun worthless when you pick it up. Legs makes them limp. Keep in mind, these are not the same effects I suffer when it happens to me. I have a few different effects. Shooting me or crippling my head doesn't blind me. It causes me to have a concussion, which means crippling headache. every so often the screen will blur and there will be this obnoxious high-pitched whistling sound. I try to... If that happens, I heal that up instantly. I can't figure out where that guy went. I think he went inside. Yeah, I'm not following this train track along very far, because it eventually goes up there, and that's just a bad time. Here's the hotel. There's a... In here somewhere, I can't remember, there's actually a gun stash that you can access. But I was having... let me turn up the sound, because I forgot about that. 1 second. Oh, that's right. For this one, I use the master volume reduction, and we kind of want that up a little bit. Namely because of what Edie does.
Does she like to talk?
No, Edie doesn't talk, but anytime Edie is going to engage someone, Edie plays this this sound file. You'll hear it fairly soon, because Edie's going to try to engage that guy who's currently on our compass. Let's switch to a shotgun here. That's why I had the shotgun out, is because I was in here. Yeah, Edie plays this,
Hey! Had enough?
Oh, Edie, where are you? There, can you hear it?
I
No,
cannot,
you can't
unfortunately.
hear it, but-
Yeah, no, I can't hear it. But
Edie will play this, how did I miss that? Edie will play the sound as it goes, da-da-da-da-da. It's this really sort of old-school Western sound.
spaghetti western, little ditty.
Spaghetti Western sound. Or, the one that she keeps on playing recently, is this just, it's this drum sequence that just sounds like a military, sort of, I'm having a hard time describing it. It's a sort of like military let's move on, you know, back when the military was actually really ruled by what the drum major decided to play.
Right.
So that's, if you ever hear her use either of those two sound files, you know that she's about to engage someone. It's really helpful if you can't necessarily see what's going on, because then you can, just follow Edie, because Edie will go and engage. Which is not necessarily always a good thing.
Cheeky Edie.
Yep. Don't have a lockpick to go pick up Lucky right now, unfortunately, but we'll get that later on. And for the time being, guys, that's all we have to do in Prim. There's nothing else to do here. I'm too used to Borderlands. I keep on wanting to press shift to sprint. Okay. So we're going to start making our way south again, now that we have Edie on our team. Edie is, depending on how you do things, because there is a way to bypass Prim, which I will not do because it's very dangerous. It gets you Novak very quickly.
Yeah, you can run north, correct? If you run straight north instead of south.
No, well, okay, let me see if I can pull up the map here. There's two ways you can go. This is Good Springs right there.
Right.
If you go north along this road right here, Vegas is up here. That's Vegas. But along this road are a ton of, what are they called? Death Claws, which are high-level enemies. New Vegas does not scale enemies along to you. It just has dedicated enemy types. But there's a lesser known, so here's Prim right here. Right here is a little canyon that you can follow. Well, it's more like right down here. There's this canyon that you can go through for easy access to Novak. If you have really high experience with guns or explosives, you can go there. The canyon is guarded by a blind Deathclaw. It's a reduced level version of the enemy type. The blind Deathclaw is a lot easier to fight, and it's possible to win, but it's a lot harder. You can try to sneak past him, but you gotta have really high sneak skill, and chances are he'll aggro off of any companion you have already. But it is actually possible to go that way, so if you want to get to Novak quickly, you can go there. And if you go to Novak before you go to Prim, it's possible to get one of the other companions there. It's actually one of the companions I will be using for the majority of the game.
Very nice.
But for now, we have Edie, and Edie is going to make a later portion of this game, or a later portion of this episode a lot easier. Why am I still using a shotgun?
I just liked New Vegas because I lived in Las Vegas, and it was funny to see how similar the map was to the actual geographical area.
They did try to make it really real.
It's obviously the distances are extraordinarily scaled down, but I liked that Mount Charleston is there and Boulder Lake is there and all that. It's all interesting stuff.
So that was a sneak attack critical, guys. I don't know what those guys are attacking, because they aren't detecting me right now. But we're going to be playing, a long-range shooter, as I said, because in this game I am most comfortable with that. But in addition to the long-range attacker, we're also going to be playing a sneak attacker. So we're going to be focusing a lot about getting kills on guys before they ever notice us. Now, there is something to be said about doing any other version, or any other fight style. I was considering about doing a melee character, because melee characters are the most broken combat style in this game. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. They are extremely overpowered in the game. Once you get to the later portions of the game, they can easily wreck anything without taking too much damage themselves.
It's because they get like the rocket fists and whatnot. That,
There's a lot of really good, unique weaponry, but it's also the way melee damage is calculated, and it's how melee damage actually works. So there's Edie. Edie's there. We go. That's who Edie's detecting. So these guys know I'm here, and Edie detected that, so Edie started attacking. So Edie just ruined that guy. And Edie counts as a companion, not as an NPC. So anybody Edie kills, like those two guys, we do get the experience for that. So don't be afraid to go let your companions go do their stuff. You will still get rewarded. Completely over encumbered again. I'm gonna have to start getting rid of some of this stuff when I get to the next town. Honestly, in Prim, I should have stopped and sold some crap, but I didn't think about it. I really don't want to go back, because we're not that far away from where I actually want to be. So, while we're in here, I should point out a few things. In weapons, let's take the 357 Magnum Revolver as an example. So if you look here, the icon there with the bullets, that indicates what skill type it is. This is a gun skill type, where the boxing tape is a hand-to-hand, and the incinerators and energy, and so on. The lead-fused dynamite is explosives. That's how you know. Tire iron, that actual one, it's considered to be a melee weapon. That's how you know what weapon it actually is. Then when you look to the right of that, that number indicates the minimum skill required to actually be good with it. I can still use the 9.9 submachine gun, because even though I don't have 25 gun skill, but because I don't have the 25 gun skill, you can't expect me to actually be accurate with it. That you'll actually notice that if you look at what the DPS looks like. DPS will be a lot less on a gun I have no skill with and a gun I do have skill with. To the right of that, you'll see the strength modifier. That's the minimum strength you have to be accurate with it. You'll notice some guns we'll get later on that I won't have the minimum strength required, because they'll be strength 10, and I doubt I'll ever have that. But, you can still use those guns. Below the skill required, you can see damage and DPS that are cycling back and forth. Damage is base damage. That number will always be the same, no matter... Wait, no, never mind. That number will cycle, but that's how much raw damage it has, how much damage per shot. DPS is a damage per second. So, for instance, the varmint rifle only shoots so many times per second, but the 9mm submachine gun that I have will shoot a lot more bullets per second. So that's how you can see how much damage you can really expect to do quickly. You'll notice I use a lot of slow-firing single-shot rifles because they are far more accurate than their counterparts, but their DPS tends to be rather low. That said, if we get a sneak attack with them, the critical does something like 5 to 10 times damage, kind of makes up for it. To the right is the weight. So, the varmint rifle weighs 5.5 pounds, and I'm only able to carry 210. To the right is the raw value of this item. That is accounting the weapon itself and all of the mods I have attached to it. You're, of course, not going to be given raw value when you sell it. This should give you some idea of what its base value is. C and D is condition. We've really already talked about that some, but it just speaks of how well kept the gun is. The higher condition, the more damage you do, and also the less you're going to jam the rifle. If it's in good enough condition, you won't jam at all. To the right of that, it says what type of bullets you're using. I can't remember if that's currently using or if that's in general. The left of the slash is how many I have in the current, what my current magazine fill is, and the right is my reserves. And the bottom is, of course, the mods that we're currently equipped. If you go into apparel, it's slightly different. DT is damage mitigation, I believe. That's like actual raw armor. And I believe there's DR. I cannot remember what that actually stands for in this game. Then, of course, there's weight, there's value, and condition. The higher the condition, the more that it's actually going to defend you. And then to the right of that, there is light or heavy armor. And there's actually a skill attached. And to the bottom is effects, what actual stat bonuses you get off of that. Go into aid, and you'll start seeing a bunch of stuff. We're actually going to drop some of this because I don't really feel like having some dirty water in my equipment, or dog meat, or gecko meat. But these are, aid is all healing or status effects. Mostly you're going to see HP +1 for over 7 seconds, stuff like that.
And most of it irradiates you.
Most of it, yeah. You're going to see I'll drop a lot of stuff. So I'll drop stuff like the pork and beans, I'll drop, so like that, I'll drop scotch because I don't do alcohol in this game because it's usually not as good as you would like it to be. You'll eventually see me carrying lots of sarsaparilla. Lots of it. Because it's actually a really good healer, and not only do you get a cap for everyone you drink, but there's also a side quest involved with them.
If you get the star caps.
Star caps, yep. Miscellaneous is everything that doesn't fit into the above. These right here are alternate currencies, non-bottle cap currencies. Sometimes you can actually directly spend the non-bottle cap currencies, and sometimes, most times you're going to be using it for caravan. Bobby pins or lockpicks. The caravan deck we don't want to drop because we actually have to play with it. Cases you'll use to remake bullets. They don't weigh anything, so feel free to accrue them. Cigarettes, simply sell. Drained things are more bullet accrual.
Also, if you play on hardcore mode or survival mode, I forget what this game calls it, but at that point, bullet cases and money start to have weight.
Not bullet cases.
Bullet cases
money,
don't have weight even on that mode?
Yes. Money still has weight. Actually, I'm not sure about bullet cases. Bullets have weight. But I'm not sure about cases.
I feel confident cases also have weight, but now you've made me doubt myself.
They might, I'm not sure. A lot of the stuff in miscellaneous, there's also the pre-war money. This you will actually sell. A lot of this stuff also has value. You'll actually be selling this at the various stores. And that's how you're going to get a lot of the money you're going to spend later on. I'm not going to care about that, because we're going to play Caravan, and Caravan is going to get us all the money we will ever need. Such a lovely door. This door makes me feel really welcome in this room. Let's go say hi. So as you wander through the wasteland, you'll end up seeing a lot of just random buildings.
Oops.
This is one of them. Hi.
Kapow!
Feel free to investigate any given building that you see, because chances are you're going to find something inside it that you're going to want. Most of the times, you'll find enemies that attack you, but other times you'll actually find loot, you'll find quests, you'll find just a number of things. explore a little bit. Edie seems to have killed a bug for me. I believe there's more behind this door. Ah, darn it. Edie's in the way. Ooh, lockpick minigame. Is there a... Ah, first aid box. Get that. Definitely want all the step backs you can carry. How did I miss? He was 3 feet in front of me and I missed. Hydra is yet another drug. Again, you're not going to see me using the majority of them simply because they're not really worth it. They give like benefits to you on things like accuracy or stats.
Blam! I like when you find the giant ones of those. They're fun.
There is that. You remember that one bug, the one that gives you dizziness and also has the poison effect that can kill you easily.
Is that those flies that wander around? They're like giant. No, not the flies. They're like mosquitoes, right?
Kind of. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. We'll see them pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, I remember those. I hate them. I hate them a lot. 'Cause
Everybody hates them.
There's a named one on the west side of Las Vegas, if I remember correctly, and I can't remember what its name is, but there's a hive of them, and there's a huge named one, and that place was just awful.
Yeah, they just do. They do so much damage to you, and that poison. You don't want to deal with that. Like, if you ever see these guys, just don't deal with them. Just go away. They're not worth your time. Oh yes, check that out.
Cowboy repeater.
Cowboy repeater.
But that also requires gun skill you don't have.
That is a point. We're gonna put that away for a second. I will use that when I level up because I can start putting points into gun skill now. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. So we got stuff we need to do. There's an enemy on my heads-up display in this direction, but I can't tell what it is. The 2 NPCs you see in there in blue are just going to be birds.
It's going to be an ant, I think, considering where you're going. I think you better run into some ants.
I can already see it. Yeah. For the most part, ants are easy to fight. They just tend to swarm a little bit, but if you get the wrong one, they breathe fire at you. But, you know, Edie's got me covered. Now, for the most part, you're not going to see me use VATS much. I actually do not like VATS. I do not like that I can only fire off a certain amount of bullets at any given time. VATS has a couple of nice things. It allows you to aim a lot more accurately. It allows you to make shots that you might not be able to make otherwise. You also have a small period of invulnerability when using VATS, which is just fantastic, actually. But there's also the fact that in VATS, you reload automatically as soon as you finish up, so you're always with full ammo. These are true Rad Scorpions. Edie just snagged one for me. By the way, what Edie's doing for us is exactly why I chose to gimp my stats to start with in order to get Edie. Because early companions just wreck. They're extremely powerful. This is another quick travel location. Edie actually wrecks more than most of them. With that compass upgrade alone, Edie proves her worth. But on top of that, Edie has has good distance, leads into some very, very important quests. This building is important for a couple of reasons. Firstly, loot.
Stores are always handy, yeah.
Yeah. This one also has a small bit of side quest information.
It's got a secret room on the floor, does it not?
Secret room, not this one. Not that I recall.
Oh. Maybe it was another one that has like a secret room or a safe or floor safe or something.
Well, this one has that. Let's see, Radaway is very important. This one has a gun cabinet. But because I prioritize lockpicking slightly after some of the other skills, I never have lockpicking high enough when I reach this point to actually use it. Keep moving our way up. There's more birds over there. I actually like this area right here because it gives you a really good idea of what life was like when the bombs fell. As you start just walking up this road... Before I continue on that, these are traveling merchants. Traveling merchants are very useful.
Hey there, need anything?
Oh, yeah, and their two-headed freaky cow. I remember it. I forget what it's called. A Burma? Brahmin. That's it. Brahmin.
Traveling merchants are fantastic for a number of reasons. They carry a lot of very good stuff. They also, they will carry a lot of cards that we'll use for our caravan deck. They're also very likely to carry just decent stuff that you want. Let me sell some stuff back to this guy that I do not need, like these 9mm pistols. I tend not to sell back the ones that have a condition less than full, because you get like that one, because you get more money for having higher condition, and it's almost not worth it to do otherwise. Get rid of some of the stuff I'm never going to use.
You're going to use a silenced 22 at some point?
Yeah, because it has higher critical hit damage than I think any other gun in the game. Well, higher critical hit chance, at least. I actually used the silenced 22 in the last episode. It is definitely worth your time. Does he have anything I care about? Actually, the one thing I want from him, the one reason you really want these guys is because of the ammo. I need 357 Magnum rounds for my Cowboy Repeater, and he doesn't have any. Damn. Okay, let's... Because he doesn't have enough money to actually pay for all this stuff we're asking of him. Let's get a stim pack. Every so often, let's see, he has a mercenary with him. Every so often you'll have two stores together. Or two traveling merchants together, and you can actually buy from them both.
This one is static. It's not the first one you find is always here, if you come this route.
No, no, the traveling merchants are always moving. But the place I'm about to go, merchants do stay there very often.
Oh. See, that's the fifth time I've seen that particular merchant standing right there.
Well, as I said,
Maybe
the place that's on the top of this hill, merchants stop there all the time. So, chances are you saw a merchant coming down here, because merchants are just commonly there. So you can see how far away Edie detected those guys and attacked them for me. But yeah, as I was saying, if you go up this hill, look at all these cars that are here, all of these trucks that are here. You know, when the bombs fell in Fallout, just everything stopped. Just life, you know, just stopped right there for a while. This one was carrying motorcycles. Probably a cop car. This, of course, did not, or was not there when the bombs fell. This is the, we're at the Mojave Outpost here. This is the statue, is the agreement between the Rangers and the NCR. The Rangers are the badass ones. The NCR, not so much. So we always have caravaneers. This is normally where you're going to find a lot of traveling merchants. They like to stay here. Looks like the one that I just met actually just left this spot. Okay, so here's the NCR. This is their outpost. There's a couple reasons we want to be here. Number one, we want to go talk to Ghost, who's up here. This is Ghost.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. if you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good.
Ghost is a sniper.
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the road. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton town hall. Got my post. Don't think I wouldn't go too. Not about to have Jackson bust my ass again, though. Even. All right. Look at you. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. Mind yourself on...
Yep, so that's Ghost. Ghost is a ranger, and the rangers are basically, like, the Green Berets of this game. They're the absolute ultimate badasses. If the rangers are around, and every ranger is named, by the way, so they're not just, like, small NPCs. They're meant to be important. If the rangers are around, something big is up. Okay. The second reason we wanted to be here is because of this shop. Number one is this girl, Cass.
Looking for trouble?
Who is the companion? Hi, Cass.
Well, keep those eyes up and turning. Got no time for gawkers.
So as you talk to
All
Cass,
right.
you will learn that she was the leader
Drinking
of a
to
caravan.
forget.
The caravan
And
got
it's only
ambushed,
Drinking
and
used to cause all sorts of trouble.
she lost everything. So that's why
Lost my
she's here.
caravan heading north. The driver... My guess is Legion. They're... No caravans in, out. No shit, you washed out old fuck up. I didn't need a... NCR officer, trooper.
I'm trying to talk over
Jackson
her too
won't
much.
let me head north. It's not safe. So if you came here for work, my advice...
Now, unfortunately, we can't do anything for Cass right now. We cannot get her as a companion at all for the time being. We have to go all the way to Las Vegas before we'll get her. The other reason we came here
New
is
face in the
Lacey.
outpost. Work around.
Who I don't think is a companion. I don't remember
Lacey
though.
is just named NPC. She does two things. One,
Take a look.
she sells crap. And she is one of the first really stocked up stores you'll find. As you can see, she has a lot of stuff. What you want to do, especially with a store that plays Caravan, is buy everything. You'll see that there's the piercings, the hollow points, the alternate ammo. I don't use them much, but it's good to have them in stock. So buy anything you think you're going to need. I like having ammo, just in case I have to use something. Should give me anything I like. I like the caravan shotgun. Let's take that. I'll take some stim packs. Radex. Doctors. Right away. Okay. So now that we've used a considerable amount of money... Oh, and feel free to do the ammo boxes. You save a lot of money that way. Just be careful about the surplus, because they surplus degrades your weapons faster.
What, caravan? Alright.
So what you do is play Caravan against the person that you what's the word I'm looking for? Let me think. How I want to set this deck. Play Caravan against the shopkeep. What this actually allows you to do is I don't like fives, that's right. Playing Caravan against the shopkeep gets you your money back. It's a really evil way to do this. But you get your money back very, very quickly. And not only did you just wipe the store out of their entire inventory, but you have all your money again.
It's funny, I've actually never played Caravan successfully in this game. I'm not certain how it works.
Well, I'll teach you in a second. First of all, you want to have a deck of at least 40 cards. And so right now, on the bottom of the screen is the cards I could use. The top of the screen details my actual deck. So I have 69 cards available, I'm only using 40 of them. Caravan is like playing 3 hands of blackjack at the same time against your opponent.
Interesting.
So first you draw some, I think it's 8 cards? Yeah, you draw 8 cards. And you lay out your starting hand. So she's playing against me. So cards are basically what you'd expect. I believe aces 1 or 11. It might just be 1, I can't recall. 2 through 10 are exactly what you would expect. A jack can be played on any card to remove it from the game. A king doubles the value of the card in play. Now the rest of this gets a little bit complicated, simply because when you play a card on top of another card, for instance, like in doing so there, I have declared that middle caravan, that middle hand, is an up caravan. So every card I play on this caravan must keep going up in value. I'll do the same thing over here. So now the leftmost caravan is also an up caravan. Now you're also not playing 21 here. You're playing to 21 to 26. Once you reach that threshold, that caravan is considered to be complete. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to beat your opponent in 2 out of 3 caravans. Now this is how you change the rules concerning up and down. If the next card you play is the same suit as the card previous, you can change the direction. By getting to 26, I have now won the middle caravan. The left caravan is already won. But the thing is, I am not allowed to stop playing until all 3 caravans have been sold, which I'm about to do on the right-hand side. But in the middle, if you look right there, you can see that her middle caravan's in red, means she's oversold it. It doesn't count anymore. Let's sell the right-hand side. We won. We got 284 battle caps.
Nice.
Oh, it gets better.
Background?
Because I had to get some of my
What'll
money
be
back.
this time?
She'll keep playing forever, essentially. And if you raise her like I just did, she'll keep putting money in. It saves your last deck. You just get to keep going. What I use 6, 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Lots of kings, lots of jacks. What queens will do is they'll allow you to reverse the direction of a caravan, but if you use the right suits, you don't have to care about that. Just use similar suits, and you'll never have to worry about having to reverse the direction of caravan. You'll always be available to. Jokers are the final card. They have kind of weird rules. A joker, if you put it down on any given card, every card that matches that, except for the one you play it on, is removed from the game. It's like a mass removal jack. Kind of nifty, but
That sounds, yeah.
you can kind of screw yourself with it, but you can kind of screw them too. So you know.
Can you play cards onto their caravans?
The jacks, yes. Jokers, yes. But that's about it.
I gotcha.
So the strategy I normally use to win at caravan is to use 10s and 6s and to just king up the 10s, which is what I just did. This will instantly allow you to win that caravan. You'll instantly be at 26. So I just got rid of his 7 with my jack, so now his rightmost caravan is no longer sold. I'm winning it. Oh, that's all I want. Ace away his 10. Or not ace, wrong one. Jack away his 10, and now I'm winning the leftmost caravan. And all I have to do is win that center caravan, and I win. Caravan
Background?
is the easiest
Just
way,
my luck.
aside
What'll
from
be this
Vegas
time?
gambling, in order to get money back.
All right, go
It is
on.
very
Let's put our
fast, it
cards
works
down.
very well, and as you can notice, my funds... Now, keep in mind, my funds include NCR money, which doesn't really count. But the shopkeeper will never... they'll never give all they have. You'll have to keep playing them to get a lot. But it's a great way to just get money. Especially because some shopkeeps, and some of the most important shopkeeps, do not play Caravan. So you want to do this in other places.
When you have the chance.
When you have a chance. There's also the fact... Wow, she's getting smart. She used Jack. They don't always do that. The other important thing that you need to know is that, unlike the Vegas casinos, you never have to stop playing Caravan. Vegas casinos will kick you out if you win too much. Caravan won't, so you will always have that money available. So yeah, lots of 6s, lots of 10s, lots of jacks and kings. And that's usually how you can win Caravan pretty effectively. Throw in a couple of other cards, 8s and 9s, just to ensure that you always have something to get you to sell your Caravans, and you'll just win money hand over fist. Not only that, but winning Caravan is actually a challenge, up to, I think, level 3, so you can actually get experience off of it. Losing Caravan is also a challenge. So now we have a lot more ammo. We have one of my favorite shotguns in the game, the Caravan shotgun, which is a 2nd level shotgun. So we're not going to use that yet because I still don't have that experience. We also have a lot of money. The last thing we want to do here,
Caravan, citizen.
want to talk to Major Knight.
Just need some. If you're. Prick.
You'll talk to him, you'll learn that Prim needs help, but we don't have enough troops. But if you talk to Ranger Jackson...
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people. And if you're passing through, you picked up...
So we can't go any further north.
Soldiers, no. Recruits. So sending anyone out reduces the out... Sending more troops, yes. To reinforce the outpost. Or they're on leave, on their way to new... Frustrated? No, I have my orders. The outpost isn't a Legion target, yet. Anyway, didn't mean... Hell. Now, look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I need to get the caravans moving again. Thanks, I appreciate it. Come...
And we get a quest, and this will be the quest we finish the episode on. This quest is really simple, but it gets NCR to like us, and in this playthrough, we want the NCR to like us. There are, I think it's 4 factions in the game that have end-game consequences. The NCR, Caesar's Legion, the third guy, who I'm not going to talk about, and, sorry, there are 5, if I remember correctly. I think the Brotherhood of Steel is one that you can complete the game with, but I can't recall. And the final one I also won't talk about, because person number 3 and person number 5 are kind of linked. They kind of have the same sequence of events to finish the game. Thing is, all of these guys are kind of contrary to each other. You can only choose one to finish up with. And Caesar's Legion and NCR specifically are directly opposed. If you help one, you hurt the other. So you want to make sure you know what you're doing ahead of time. Thing is, Caesar's Legion, it's kind of hard to side with them if you want to. Specifically because nobody likes them. In this quest, all we have to do is kill the ants. All of them. Normally I'd be using the Cowboy Repeater for this, because these ants have decent armor. But I don't have the gun's ability yet to use that.
And not having the skill affects the damage it does, correct?
Right. So I have really low gun skill right now, so I'm doing pretty minimal damage with my guns. It's going to get better in a couple seconds when we level up, though. But as you saw with that kill just now, that instant kill, being able to sneak attack crit. Okay, that guy's approaching a lot faster than I wanted. Okay. Yeah, so once I level up, which I might offer this quest, I might not. Once I level up, we'll be able to put points into guns and battle health. think, yep, that's it. Now we could just walk, but I'm gonna fast travel. Remember, you can only fast travel if you have no enemies around you. Save myself a bit of a walk. So yeah, that quest isn't particularly long. You don't have to do particularly much, but you do get the NCR to like you a little bit off of it.
Evening.
Wonder why that guy was running so fast. Ranger Jackson also gives you a little bit of stuff for it too.
Appreciate the help. No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied.
NCR fame
and I
game.
meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost.
Okay, and now,
Hooray!
yep, we leveled up. I'm just going to put all of these points up to 25 into guns, because I want to make sure to get 5 into speech. 50, multiples of 25 are thresholds in the game. A lot of the skill checks require you to have multiples of 25. So you want to make sure to get your, or multiples of 5 with science. You want to make sure to get your skills to multiples of 25 as quickly as possible. The upper left-hand side, you can see that he's given us some stuff. One of the things he gave us, which is my favorite items that he gives us, is the service rifle, otherwise known as the M16. Service rifle is a 25 skill rifle. It is
Patrolling
fully
Mojave
automatic.
almost makes you
Works
wish for a
it works
nuclear-
great.
Been doing a lot of good work? Prim. It has. And
There's
I suppose... Not exactly sure. Radio's been on...
Winter.
Been doing a lot of
if
good
you
work.
talk to someone around here, you can get the Prim quest started soon. Also, Major Knight is actually able to do repairs for you, but he's not exactly a skilled craftsman, so he can't do repairs particularly well.
Appreciate the help. Take care.
Okay, guys. That's about where we're going to stop. We're moving right along, but, you know, New Vegas takes a little bit of time to get everywhere. We'll see you next episode. We'll go check out to see what's going on in Nipton.
Hello.
And
Hooray!
we may actually fix Prim eventually, too. Talk to you soon.